Debate was very telling when the governor of California, Governor Newsom, center-left, wanted to set up a podcast and debate conservatives. The first person he picked was Charlie Kirk. And they had a quite fruitful discussion. Van Jones, who was a commentator on CNN, left of center, he criticized Charlie Kirk a few days before his death and was surprised when he got a message from Kirk that Charlie Kirk would love to meet and talk with Van Jones. No shouting or anything, but a civil conversation about the issues that Van Jones had raised. So he also believed in family, faith, self-discipline, positive spirit. And he's also an extraordinary entrepreneur, on par with any of the great entrepreneurs from Silicon Valley and elsewhere. He had a can-do spirit. Alexis Tocqueville, French aristocrat, who visited this country back in the 1830s, wrote a classic book on this country called American Democracy, which is still read today, or at least quoted today, more than read, but anyway, it's lasted a while. And one of the things that Tocqueville marveled about was what he called, he'd never seen it before, what he called voluntary associations, people coming together for a shared purpose. Whether it's professionals, sports, fixing a bridge, building a hospital, solving a problem, pursuing opportunities, having fun, people just came together and did it. By contrast, Europe, with its medieval tradition, you asked permission to do something. You waited to be told to do something. In this country, you just went and did it. And that's what Kirk represented. And hopefully many of you will be representing that in the future. Just go out and do it if you see something. I got to meet Charlie Kirk when he was age 18, finishing high school. And I shouldn't say this here, but he decided not to go to college, but instead spread the message to young people like you, high schoolers, college kids. And so I had lunch with him, and he explained what he wanted to do, and it was very clear this man had quite a future. None of us could imagine it unfolded the way it did, but you could sense there was something extraordinary here. As was said of Abraham Lincoln, with his assassination, Charlie Kirk now belongs to the ages. Before I discuss some of the aspects of the U.S. economy today, I do want to emphasize that even though there's a lot of pessimism out there, there are still very real basic strengths in this country. You see it in high technology, some of the amazing things that are being done in healthcare, developing vaccines for various kinds of cancers. In a few years, we'll be able to make breakthroughs so that you can replace hearts, lungs, kidneys, like you change a tire in a car instead of waiting, hoping you get those organs if you need it. That'll be normal, artificial, but working just as well. Finally, I think breakthroughs will be done against dementia, Alzheimer. One of the great obstacles to solving that problem is that for years, research just focused on the result of dementia, Alzheimer's, which is plaques and tangles in the brain. And so for years, tens of billions of dollars were wasted on the assumption that those were the cause of the disease instead of a result of the disease. Now, finally, research is going in a much more constructive direction. And by the way, Dr. Alzheimer over 120 years ago warned, don't focus on plaques and tangles as the cause, rather than the truth is being a result of the disease. One good thing about artificial intelligence, by the way, any new breakthrough can have bad aspects to it, be used for good purposes or evil purposes. But one of the things about artificial intelligence is whoever invented the name should be censored. What an ominous thing, artificial intelligence. We don't call cars artificial horses. We don't call airplanes artificial birds. And but it's a really enhanced intelligence. And one of the good things it's going to do is really increase the approval of new drugs and medicines in this country. Right now it takes 10 or 12 years to successfully bring a new drug to market, develop it, bring it, and most of them never make it. So it costs about $2.6 billion to get one through. Artificial intelligence has the promise of doing in months